Aloha, welcome back. This is Mystimon Saga Hidden Archives, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition actual play. I'm your host and game master, Seth R. Mitchell, and I am the author and creator of this vast world. Today, I'm once again joined by my players.
Hello, I am Ducky. I'm playing Charmy, a Lazy River Orsine Slayer.
And I'm Cybercat. I will be once again playing Rick, the Ihanan fighter.
And first off, Chapter 5 of Grave Secrets just went live today. New chapters are available every Thursday. Grave Secrets is an evolving dark fantasy mystery serial fiction set in Mystimon Saga that follows Kyrene as a teenager 35 years ago as she contends with demonic spirits, a murder mystery, and an angry sister. You can find my link tree in the description below. Now, on with the show. Also, new game coming this fall. Where in the world is Charmy Bear? That is a joke.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. Anyways, when we last left our investigators, you had finally gotten into Darkond Sanatorium. But you were all kind of separated because this Shadow Man, as you now call him, he transported a few of you all the way back to Almana Academy in different places. Makoto just appeared out of nowhere in the Neko Cafe, while Rick, you appeared out of nowhere in the archive. But where did Charmy Bear go? Charmy Bear was apparently transported back. She was transported into a cell at Darkon Sanatorium, a padded cell, and she was back in the straitjacket, now with a muzzle. An actual muzzle, not Rick's, The
makeshift one.
The makeshift one. An actual real muzzle. I imagine that Charmy kept this muzzle. So, as you got back into Darkon Sanatorium, you met a few interesting characters. You met an elderly woman who thought herself a detective, who followed you along the halls, investigating with you. You finally decided this was too dangerous, and you coaxed her to go into another cell, and then closed the door on her. And you also were met with a loony man who kept talking about killing you in a joyful manner. And
I remember this.
You also met a woman who thought that she is the spy master of the Pharaoh, but the Pharaoh that she described died 300 years ago.
It's not her fault.
And now, Ducky, you will remember this. Ducky, cast your mind back to the championship games in Olympus. It was during this time that you found these 3 bodies outside of Evergreen City that were dried as a husk. It looked as though their life was drained right out of them. And at this time, you found a word carved into a nearby tree. This word was Haglavin. And when Diana saw that, she went completely ballistic because she said it was her fault it followed her. And when you were finally managed to calm her down, she explained that she, over the last several years, from the time that she left at the end of Season 2, Cyber, and up until now, she was working on a secret expedition, a secret dig in northern Almana on a top secret, very, very secretized tomb called the Blood Tomb. And she came to Evergreen City and met with everyone there because she had a horrifying experience when she somehow opened the blood tomb when no one else had been able to. It just suddenly reacted to her when she approached the door. And afterward that night, something came out of the blood tomb and killed everyone at the dig. All exactly like those 3 bodies. All dried as a husk. And now this scene opens as Aimee is working with Diana in her lab. It's late at night, and they're reading through notes from the Blood Tomb expedition. They are sitting at one of these long tables in Diana's lab, closer to the door, and to the right of them, there's a chalkboard where they've been scribbling notes on what they are finding and drawing symbols to look into at a later time. Diana, for her part, appears to have grown rather obsessed with all of this and has pinned different pages of notes up all over the walls. And you've all heard of Crystal complaining to her about this. It actually seems that there's some friction going on between them because Diana keeps getting sucked into working on this often late into the night, and has not even been at home a whole lot. In fact, there is a cot here in the corner of this room where Diana appears to have been sleeping instead of going home at night to her partner and daughter. There's one word in particular that has perplexed them this entire time and continues to be no less confusing. It is that one word that they found carved on that tree. That word was Haglavin. And none of what they see here seems to explain anything. Diana is getting frustrated with all of it as she tosses the journal she's reading against the wall. There's nothing. Now I know why Crystal loses her cool so much. Sometimes you gotta just let it go. Not hold on to it like I tend to do. God, what are we even looking for? She says. All I'm seeing here is the same word repeated over and over, but I have no idea what it even means. Haglavin, whatever the undergrave that means. Aimee says something along the lines of he's never heard of it either, and he's really obsessed with runes, and he's never heard of this word. And she says, I have no idea what that language even is. I've never heard of it before. I know ancient Almanin, I know ancient Sarushan, some ancient Quartican. Whatever that language is, I have no clue. And not having the answers, it frustrates me. Sorry. She thinks about it for a moment. There are similar words in Old Tiranan. There's Hagla, which means hag. There's also Hlavin, which means haven. Perhaps it goes back even further? Old Tiranan is, well, old. It was used in the Second Age frequently. A new Tiranan came into use late in the Second Age. I think Old Tiranan may even go back to the First Age. Words often don't exactly mean the same thing in the past as they do now. Things change. That's what's difficult about ancient languages. No one could decipher ancient Almanin for a long time until the Bras Rubicon was discovered. That was an ancient tablet that was like a key. Now there are scholars like myself who are fluent in it. I think Dr. Gray has a friend who's an expert in such dead languages, Vita, I believe. We could ask her. I'm trying to think. What languages could there be that go back even before Old Tiranan, besides the ancient languages? Then her eyes fall upon one of the rubbings. What the? Why didn't I see this before? She says she takes the rubbing and examines it closely. She pulls a magnifying glass from her bag and starts looking it over, examining every inch. She then shows that symbol to Aimee that looks like a hooked X. Look here, do you see this? That looks like Old Tiranan, but it's not. God, how the undergrave could this have made its way all the way to Almana? Don't you see? Well, don't you? She says excitedly. It's not Old Tiranan. There's only one language like this that could possibly be, that came long before Old Tiranan, even before the ancient languages. Isn't it obvious? It's alchemist. My colleagues, they had it all wrong. The pyramid wasn't built by the ancient Almanas at all. And I was wrong too. It wasn't built by the source either. But that's another matter. It was built by the alchemists, which means this word, it's alchemist. Come on, think, Diana, think. Then it's like a light bulb goes off as she pulls another book from the stack next to Aimee, then another one, and then another one. She looks up at Aimee. Merge. It means merge. But what in the world could that possibly mean? And why is that word repeated over and over in these notes? Then she notices another note that fell from the table in her frenzy. She leans over and picks it up. As the river runs red with blood, as the sky darkens as black as night, the silver pyramid shall be found, she reads. That sounds like Kyrene's prophecy, but there's more. And that which is locked inside shall be released unto the world. And bodies dry as husk will drop one by one. As it feeds, it will grow stronger as it grows. She is dumbfounded. Merge. What does that mean? And now, we're back with you. You are in this room. You have encountered the Shadow Man again. You found Daphne strapped to a chair. She is unconscious. As you moved quickly to release her from her bonds, it began to feel a presence. It was filling this room, almost like it's the room itself. And as you looked around, you noticed the shadows along the walls and the floors were growing darker and blacker. You heard a cackling all around you. Aren't the Guardians remarkable? They may just be the next stage of evolution in this world. Almost like how the Mystimon evolve. The people of this world must be allowed to evolve, to become something greater. Only then can the problems of this world truly be solved, said the man. This tall and muscular man with stark white skin, with long white hair and dark eyes. As he began to rise from the darkest of the shadows on the floor, he rounded the bed as he began to undo the straps holding Daphne down. Such a terrible thing that's been done to her. A sweet girl like her deserves to be free like a bird. However, it is also true we need the knowledge that is locked deep within her mind. That knowledge must be allowed to be free, for all in this world deserve to have that knowledge. He continued as he runs his long and bony fingers pale white with stark splotches along her cheek. What do you believe in, I wonder? What of your hidden archives? The knowledge you seek, will you provide it to the world, or will you keep it locked away in your little archive? Do you even want the people of this world to be allowed to evolve? Tell me, please, what do you believe in? He stepped away from the bed as he rounded it and approached you. Call it a sharing of minds. And you, Rick, you told him that you believe that absolute freedom is absolute chaos. And Charmy, you told him that some knowledge is too dangerous and must be kept out of the wrong hands. Correct?
Yes.
Correct. Sounds about right.
He looks between all of you. Then he looks back at Daphne. Take the girl, but I will be coming for her soon. She is a special girl. More special than you know. Did you even realize that she is a guardian? Did you ever even imagine that? She's special because she is the guardian who shouldn't be. There's supposed to only be one guardian of every element, correct? Somehow there are two guardians of spirit. How did that happen? There were a group of adventurers a long time ago. I would say it's their fault. Because instead of killing her, they liberated her from her darkness. As I recall, one of those adventurers is now a god. Strange things happen, but that makes her special. We shall be meeting again. And he just walks past you and disappears to the hallway into the chaos beyond. Daphne is still laying there, unconscious, but now her straps are undone. So what do you do?
Well, I'll turn to Ducky and say, I guess that's a wrap.
Oh. I will look at you. I'd say, I guess,
And then I'll go over to pick up Daphne and hopefully start leaving this place.
But just as you're leaving this room, suddenly, Charmy, you look back just as a passage opens on the far right-hand side of the wall, near the corner. This passage just suddenly opens out of nowhere. This is like this black passageway just suddenly opened. And out of it emerges the elderly woman with the magnifying glass. Hi! I found a secret passageway! Isn't it wonderful?
Gosh. I didn't even know there was a secret passageway. That would have been nice to know.
If you remember, Cyber, as you were coaxing this elderly woman into that padded cell, Makoto told her, maybe you'll find a secret passage. Lo and behold, she did.
I hate it.
Oh.
You'll never guess what else I found. Guess what else I found.
What is it?
Is it the Pharaoh?
Uh-oh.
No, he's dead.
Let she know. I'm thinking. Well,
What else did you
I'm
find?
thinking, wait, she knew?
I found this big cavern area. It looked like it was underneath this building, and I found these 3 kids. They're locked in cells, and they don't look very good. I'll tell you that. They don't look very good. I think we need to save them. And I think they've been doing some weird stuff down there.
Wait, did you say kids?
Yeah.
I look at the other one in the room. I forgot her. No, Rick. I look at Rick. I'll just say, do you think we should follow her?
Well, I have... Actually, I guess it wouldn't be my hands full. Daphne probably wouldn't need both of my hands.
Probably not. She's a 13-year-old girl.
And I'm a fire giant. We probably should see what's going on.
I imagine this elderly woman as basically that old woman from Murder, She Wrote.
Oh.
So that's kind of what she looks like. She looks like that old woman from Murder, She Wrote.
Hey. You can take us to these children?
Yeah, I'll lead the way. Careful, it's dark down there. Very dark.
I think we can manage.
Some of the area down there is lit, but it's in a really sickly green, and it's not comfortable.
I would turn my lantern on. If we already didn't have one on, I guess.
So Charmy turns on her lantern, and I guess she'll light the way as you head down into this basement area that you didn't even know was there. And you find yourself in this, just as she described, this cavernous area. It looks like a series of caves that go into multiple different chambers. And as you take, which path you want to take, you find yourself, as you come down here, in this narrow passage. It's really narrow. It's barely wide enough for Rick to fit through. Why did Cyber just flip a coin?
You asked which direction we were going to head.
Okay.
That's the best way to decide.
You go left. So you head left, and you find yourself in what looks like it's a cavernous chamber that's lit by these lights, but they're not the warm lights the warm yellow lights that you expect from Mystia lamps. No, these are like crystals, and they are lighting this chamber in a sickly green. And this chamber looks set up as a classroom. You see these desks, these student desks, and then you see a chalkboard on the back wall of this chamber. It looks like a classroom. Very odd. But what's even stranger is what is on that chalkboard? What you find on that chalkboard are these strange symbols that you've never seen before. Let's see. What languages does Charmy and Rick know?
I have New and Old Tiranan as well as Ihanish. Too many nas.
No Tyrannan, Ursine, Puppetry, and Yaglawani.
Okay. So neither of you have ever seen this before. This language looks bizarre to you. And Makoto knows Alapecan, Ancient Altran, Ancient Quartercan, and New Tiranan. And Ada knows Abyssal, Draken, Elven, Frost Elvish, Golan, New Tiranan, Sabrin, and Sife. She has a +4 intelligence, so. So neither of them know this language either. What does Rat have? Rat has New Tiranan, Abyssal, Draken, Sabrin, and Izumiri. This language, you could both make me an occultism check.
I was about to say, can I phone a friend?
You could. You have a comstone, so you could certainly try to phone a friend. So that, yes, that is an option, actually.
That is not what I told it to do.
So, Rick, you are completely oblivious. You have no idea what this is. Charmy, you don't know what language this is either, but you think it looks otherworldly, like it came from another world entirely. As you realize that, Charmy, make me a roll for unnerved.
Haha, sucking finally has its upside.
Wow, that's a well save, right?
Yes. Brick, you can have a story point.
The one time I don't suck at a roll.
Okay, so Charmy, you do not gain a point of unnerved. But Charmy, and Rick, both of you can make me a perception check.
Okay, maybe this time it will actually be... Oh no, it needs to be a blind GM roll. That's what I messed up. There we go.
So, Charmy, you are completely distracted trying to read this language. For a while, you think that it reads "rat sucks,"
Oh.
but then you realize, no, that's not it. It does not say "rat sucks." But you thought it does for a while. Rick, your eyes fall on what looks like the teacher's desk at the head of the room. On the teacher's desk is a book. It's a thick book, rather large. In terms of size, it looks about the size of a phone book, and it has a very thick leather binding, and hard leather cover. And as you look at this book, you see scrolled on the spine, Mythos Tome of the Art of the Deal.
These things again.
When do I know? When do we know that that we have some? Or
So I'm
does
giving
Rick
you the
know what these are?
I don't know. I'm like, do we?
You
know
can
these
go
are?
ahead and make me an occultism check, Rick. Charlie, what was your question?
Oh, I was just wondering if we already knew like about the other ones we have.
Charmy, you don't. Rick is aware of the Mythos tomes.
Okay.
And
Well, Rick will say, "What's one of these doing down here?"
What is it? It's interesting book.
This thing, as I hold up the, what was it, Mythos Tome of the Art of the Deal?
Yeah. Bonus points if you catch the reference.
I don't get bonus points.
Do you think it's about trading?
Let's just say there is a real world book called The Art of the Deal. I wonder if Cyber's Googling it right now.
Nope, already done. Already done. Well, I know better than to open this up. We'll just take it back and probably file it away in the never open section of the library of...
Rick, you are aware that Soma has the other three. Soma is the Guardian of Wind. Yeah, by the way, all of the Guardians have awakened.
I did note that Rick probably would be aware as well, I would guess, having to work with at least a couple of them.
Yeah. So, you found a fourth Mythos tome. Comment below if you catch the reference to this title. Anyways, so as you turn, you find that there is another passage leading out to the right. There's no passage leading to the left, but there's one leading to the right. And as you go down that passage, you find a door. This door has these bars, has this really small porthole and these bars on it. And only Rick is tall enough to see through this little porthole. Charmy is too short. Rick, as you look through, you see a child lying on a bed. It's not really a bed, it's more of a cot. Actually, it's not really a cot, it's more of a small mattress on the floor. If you can even call that.
Small cot. Sorry, I was adding an item to my inventory to make it official.
I already added the Mythos tome to your inventory.
Did you?
Yes.
Yes, you did. Okay, never mind. You didn't tell me you did. I didn't notice. It's purple. So there was a...
Yeah.
I need a brief recap. I was distracted.
You found this door, and on this door is this small porthole with bars on it. And only Rick is able to see through it because Charmy is too short. And inside there is a child lying on a small mattress on the floor. If you can even call it that.
Okay. I guess I will try to get the child's attention without startling them. With a, not big, booming, loud voice. Just like a, "Hey, are you awake in there?"
The child stirs and looks up. "Who are you?"
"I'm Rick from the Magi Guard."
"The Magi Guard?
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Sort of. Kind of.
What's going on here?"
Charmy, will you fill Rick in on the missing students?
Okay. Well, there are some missing students. Well, one of them actually died, I think.
There were 4 missing students. One of them just showed up out of the blue on right at the pond area, one of the ponds next to the academy.
Yeah.
And she's dead.
She's dead?
Yeah. But there were 3 more.
Yeah, there were 4, there are now 3. We were told to investigate and find them because their friends were worried and no one was taking it seriously, if I recall.
And you were the ones who did take it seriously. So
which is why we're here.
Yeah. So this one is this one looks like a fae. and they say that my name is Ian Bisran. My pronouns are they them. I don't even know how long I've been here. What day is it?
You know, I tend not to keep track of that myself.
If you look at the calendar widget on your screen, you will see that it is the 38th of Confli, Luna Day.
Ducky, do you remember what day today is?
I don't.
Ducky, look at the simple calendar widget.
We didn't bring a calendar with us, Seth. We just know it's been a while.
Okay, both of you make me a society check. Unless you really want to roleplay that Rick does not know what day it is.
Well, that was the whole point.
Ducky, Charmy, roll a society check. So Charmy, you know that it is the 38th of Confli. It is Luna Day. It is Luna Day, the 38th of Confli. Do you relay that, Charmy?
Or are we keeping it a secret?
Yes, I would relay it.
Okay.
She relays it.
And now we know what day it is, chat.
Rick, you can have a story point. Because you kind of reminded me, out of character, funny story. I've got a really funny story for you.
Story time.
Story time. Long time ago,
In a galaxy far, far away.
I apparently had a habit of not really telling what what time of day it was. And so Cyber would get into this habit of saying, I look up at the sky. Is it light or is it dark?
It's important to know.
Yes. So that's what this one guy reminds me of.
Sneaking through a bandit camp is a lot harder in broad daylight. And I swear that happened once.
You were sneaking through a bandit-infested city once. Close enough, though. Anyways, so this is Ian Bisran, and as you tell them that that is the 38th of Confli, it's Luna Day. They say, "Oh my gods, I've been here for more than a week."
Sounds like you might be done being down here.
Yeah, can you get me out?
I'll give it my best go.
Make an athletics check. I was going to say thievery, but I don't think you have thievery.
I am untrained and not good at it.
So Rick makes an athletics check to try and force the door open, and that didn't turn out very well. And you try to pull on the doorknob, and it's not budging. Do you want to try again?
Yeah, I'll give it one more go.
One more go before you hand it over to... Oh, that is a lot better. You try to pull on the doorknob again, and this time you're putting all of your strength into it. You set Daphne down for a second while you put all of your strength into this, and then pull this door right off the hinges.
Didn't need those hinges anyway.
And then you hand it to Charmy.
Got you a new tower shield.
Okay, thanks. Question?
Yes?
Question mark, I think. That's what Charmy would be like. They're like, thanks, I think.
Thanks, I suppose.
Cyber, why you do these things?
I mean, you gave me a door, Seth. You gave me an entire door.
Literally. Oh, God. Cypher's killed the GM again. Oh, my God. Wow. Ian comes out and he says, wow, you're really strong. What the heck? Door, a wonderful tower shield for your murderous Care Bears. Cyber.
I'm done with it now. I'm setting it aside.
Well, like I'm not the murderous one.
Are you
I'm
sure about
pretty-
that, Charmy?
I'm pretty sure most of our kills in this particular episode have been yours.
Oh. Fair.
Anyways. So Ian
Well,
comes
if you're-
out and says,
if
wow,
you're-
you're really strong.
Thanks. If you're one of the missing students, do you know where the other two might be?
Maybe.
thought
I hear their screams at night.
I thought the old lady said that she saw like more than one. Speaking of the old lady, where'd she go?
She's been following you.
Oh, okay.
She's right now running her magnifying glass over the room that you just opened up, Brick.
I'd put the door back if I could, but I broke the hinges.
Well,
Hey,
didn't you
there's a
say you knew
ravish.
when the
There's a
other ones
ravish
were?
over here. Does anyone want a ravish?
Or
They taste like chicken.
rat? Or no, that's not rat.
I'm good.
No thanks.
You don't want to eat a ravish?
No.
You know, my brain is actually picturing the scene from Demolition Man right now.
I know I love food, but I do have
You have
I do have
standards?
my limits, my standards. Yeah.
Charmy actually has standards. Who would have thought? So, that is one of the missing students found alive. Now to find the other two. And this passageway, it goes on a little ways, and then it breaks into two more passages, to the left and to the right. Which way are you going? I imagine he's going to flip coin. I need to suck it now.
Roll the
No, I was actually going to let Ducky decide this one.
Okay.
you know, I would have done the same thing.
Okay.
I'm not the party. You flip the coin.
Okay, Charmy, you flip the coin. And it's
It's
To the right.
cool.
It's right. We're going to the right, right?
Correct.
So you go down the right and you find another one of those doors. Inside, you could see another messed up looking, if you can call it a mattress. You're not really sure it can be called a mattress. It's definitely not something you would want to sleep on. And you see a Vicaran girl just sitting in the corner, sobbing.
Are you okay? Why are you crying?
She looks up. Hello? I don't see you. You're too
I
short,
lift.
Charmy.
I lift Charmy up so they can
Oh.
make eye contact.
Oh.
That works better.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Are you an Orsine?
Yes, I am.
Wow, I've never seen one of your kind.
I don't believe we are that rare.
Well, to be fair, the Orsine's primary home is up on Celestion.
Why are you crying?
She wipes her eyes and she says, I've been here forever. I don't even know what day it is anymore. Do you know what day it is?
I have no idea what day today is.
Yeah.
I've
thinking the
already
same thing.
forgotten.
Yeah.
Charmy, do you relay what day it is? I see we're going to keep this joke up.
How do I open the calendar?
Okay. You're going to go on the left sidebar. You're going to go down to notes, I think. And then, yeah, you'll find the journal notes icon. Looks like a little bookmark. And then on the right-hand side of that, you're going to find an icon that looks like a calendar that says SC. Simple
okay,
calendar.
I found it.
And it will probably open full screen. You can just double click the top of it. It'll just minimize itself and you can drag it wherever.
Okay. It goes the 38th of Conflict.
Luna Day.
Luna Day.
Luna Day? I've been here for more than a week.
I feel like we've heard this once already.
Wow.
I remember that, yeah, it was one of our professors. One of our professors brought us here. And as it turned out, Rick, you were aware of a professor who was arrested. Actually, you're aware of two professors who were arrested. The first was Erwin Seth. Erwin Seth was arrested because he was involved in this scheme of kidnapping students and handing them over to the crazy lady, the crazy doctor, who you basically locked up forever. So you've already dealt with the doctor. You've already dealt with her. You locked her up. You yourself, Rick, closed the door on her and locked her up. So the crazy doctor is locked up. You're aware of one professor who was arrested. His name was Erwin Seth, and he was arrested for being involved in this scheme. You're also aware of another professor who was originally arrested because she assaulted Deanna and started a duel with her. Deanna won. You remember that distinctly, Rick, because you remember Crystal was very ecstatic and very proud of her partner. Anyways, so yes, you're aware of a professor who was arrested, and this is another witness, a victim who says that he was involved.
Okay.
And wait, there was another professor too. She's really mean, really mean. Let me see if I can remember. Professor Eldy. Professor Adia Eldy. That's right. I remember. I think she targeted me because I figured out that she was the one who bombed the gate.
Well, let's get you out of here.
Make an athletics check.
This is like a serious crime.
Yeah, actually, you remember that Adia LD was on the suspect list. Charmy. So Charmy, you know that Adia LD was on the suspect list, and Willow actually knows that a bunch of stuff was found in Professor LD's office that looked like it could have been used to create a bomb.
Where did they find all these people?
Believe me, Crystal is already rebuilding her background check system. Rick is helping her with that, helping her rebuild her background checking system so she can filter out these psychopaths.
Can't be having a school of psychopaths.
No, we can't have that. Rick, once again, you rip the door off the hinges.
They just don't build them like they used to.
Actually, you think after pulling off this one, you think the issue was someone put someone screwed the anchor bolts into the rock all wrong. It's like, you think the issue was on both of them, actually. And whoever did it, Rick, you are pretty sure was a complete idiot and didn't know how to do this correctly. You are sure that you could do a better job.
Hopefully I won't need to.
Anyways, so another door for Charmy?
No, not this time. That the joke has been set aside. Unless Charmy wants to grab it.
No, Charmy doesn't need another door.
So this time you you put it aside, it laid it against a wall, and Cyber says he's going to be right back real quick. So,
Well,
Charmy,
we only need
you want to
find
question
one more.
this girl some more?
Oh, you know. Wait, there. She would see like the other student with us, right?
Yeah. Ein? Is that you? And they meet and greet, and they go over everything they've been through. You think they're probably going to be in therapy for the rest of their lives?
We just need to find the last one.
Salma
What was their
Zogby.
name?
Salma
Yes.
Zogby.
Selma Zogby. Do you know where?
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Yes. Well, maybe. I mean, probably ate the Muffin Man.
You ate the Muffin Man? They're both
Well, it
staring at
has
you
muffin in-
horrified.
Well, it has the word muffin in it, so I only assumed it's a muffin.
They're staring at you horrified. You're a cannibal?
No, well, actually, a cannibal would mean I eat my own kind, which I do not do that.
Are you related to Hannibal Lecter?
I do not know. Assume no.
Have you not seen Silence of the Lambs?
I heard of it. Actually, I did see a movie called Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, there was a movie called Hannibal.
Yes.
There was a movie called Hannibal, yeah. So, it's official. Charmy is apparently related to Hannibal Lecter.
No, Charmy does not want to be related to them.
I would hope not, because Hannibal Lecter is a really, really disgusting evil man.
Yes.
The way Hannibal ended was just oh my gods.
Apparently we came to the realization that the Muffin Man is not in fact made out of muffin.
Yes, we did.
Okay then.
Charmy, I think you probably just created another short. So thank you in advance for episode 17's short. Thank you. Anyways, why Charmy? Why? Do you ever think these things
We lost
through?
someone. Maybe. No.
Uh-oh.
We lost someone.
Cyber. Give him a moment. He'll probably come back. I think Cyber may be having computer issues.
Maybe. It says they're offline. He's offline. Unless he was invisible, then that doesn't mean much.
Yeah, I think he's having computer issues. Apparently Discord crashed.
Oh.
Cyber says
Discord
that
has
Discord
been having-
crashed.
Discord has been having issues lately.
Well, that's Discord for you. So we'll give Cyber a moment to get Discord running again. He's back. Welcome back.
It was a terrifying place to be.
Yeah, Cyber went into the void. Very, very terrifying. You met Cthulhu. Roll for a nerve.
I don't actually know what my will save is, IRL.
Roll Rick's unnerved. Rick bet Cthulhu.
Rick
So-
was fine. He was here the whole time.
He had a horrifying vision that he was in the void and he met Cthulhu, and yes, he is fine. Somehow he could beat Cthulhu and be fine. You rolled 36.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Anyways, so you found 2 of the students. Now you need to find the 3rd, wherever she is. Which way do you want to go? Are you going to flip a coin again?
No, I was just going to say, let's go back to the last fork and try the other route.
That makes sense.
That does make sense. It makes too much sense.
Let's find out if it's wrong. Because a madman built these caves.
No, an idiot built these caves.
I'm not sure which one's worse.
I'm not sure either. He really didn't know how to install a door, that's for sure. He really didn't know how to install a door.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised
Never
if he was one of the patients, because none of the people here seem to actually work here.
Well, you found the staff, you found the lead doctor. It's just the lead doctor is a crazy psychopath and needs to be locked up anyways. So thank you, Rick.
Just doing my job. Literally.
Literally. So, Rick, are you going to report this doctor and report that doctor and make sure that she sees justice done?
I literally am justice. So yes.
You're going to make sure.
It's my job.
You're going to make sure she sees her day in court. Good. So going back the other way, you find a room that doesn't have a door on it, but it looks like an office. And in here, you find this desk, and it has all these scribblings all over it. It has these papers that have all these strange symbols on them. And you also find some papers that have what look like diagrams. And make me occultism checks. Yes, occultism is our most used skill here at Hidden Archives.
Unless you specifically engineer things to be otherwise. Like removing doors.
Oh.
Oh my gods. Charmy, for some reason, you think that these diagrams are blueprints for building a teleportation device to go to Celestion. And Rick, you absolutely agree with her.
No.
Why?
I didn't even know.
Why would anybody want to go there?
Hey. I'm from there.
No offense intended. I'm sorry, Charmy. Why would anybody else want to go there?
Rick, you rolled a 3 on the die, and Charmy, you rolled a 2 on the die.
Wow. It's a chronological order.
Rick's total was 20, and Charmy's total was 21.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe people shouldn't have left us unsupervised.
So I'm going to interject with Makoto. Apparently we need an adult in the room.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I thought Rick was an adult.
No, there are no adults.
So Makoto takes a look at these diagrams and comes to the conclusion that she is pretty sure that this is that doctor's handwriting. And she's pretty sure that this doctor is trying to open a gate to the void.
You come from the void, Charmy?
No. Where I come from is a much happier place.
Cyber. Unfortunately, Rick is maxed out on story points. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Are you ever going to use them?
Probably
Well,
not.
if you do, it has to be before the end of the session.
Probably not.
Use 'em. What the hell?
You could use them to help us find his child.
Yes, you could. You
Like,
could do
oh,
that.
look.
You could spend all 3 of them right now and be like, hey, I found this that leads us to where the other child is. You could do that.
Well, I guess since I'm being bullied into doing so. Sure.
Charmy, what do you think of that?
Let's get out of here.
What do you think of that?
Well, I don't know if he wants to, but yes, he doesn't have to.
Okay.
It happened. I have 0 story points now.
Well, you know what that thing actually says. The party has to vote on it, and they have to agree.
Oh.
Apparently, Charmy agrees. So,
Preparing.
Rick, as you're looking around this office, you happen to go through the drawers, and inside one of the drawers, you find a map of this basement area. You find a map. You're not sure why anyone drew this map. You're not sure who drew this map, but you find a map, and
We take maps.
you find the area that was apparently the classroom. You find the room where you found Ein, and you found the room where you found Bufella Mithril Pike, and it leads you to where you will find the 3rd student. You will find the 3rd student. It looks like you needed to go down. You needed to go continue down that hallway where you found the room with Mufella in it. You needed to continue down that hallway, and it would lead you to another hallway going to the left, and that is where you will find the 3rd student. So
All right.
You've literally found a map that tells you where to find the 3rd student. And just as a bonus, Rick, you found the doctor's journal. And as you're looking through this journal, you realize exactly what this doctor is trying to do. She is trying to open a gate to the void, and she was going to use these 3 students as a sacrifice to bring one of the ancient ones here.
Well, here's hoping that didn't work very well.
Well,
Because
obviously.
at least 2 of them were not sacrificed. Like, the sacrifice either didn't happen or it didn't work very well.
So you're looking through to see what ancient one was she trying to bring here. She was apparently trying to bring Yog-Sothoth here. You could make me a religion check or an occultism check to figure out who this is.
I will use the higher of these 2.
Oh, is that for him? Just Rick?
It's for you too, Charmy.
Well, I guess I'll do
We'll also
occultism.
say Makoto.
Or the occultism, so I do not have religion.
Okay, so Makoto is the only one who actually succeeds.
I am unsurprised
Oh.
Rick,
with my whopping 17 bonus.
Oh.
Rick, you think that Yog-Sothoth is related to Niven? Cyber
not
knows
fair.
that. Absolutely
That's not fair. Isn't that the name of one of the adventurers?
That was the name of your character.
No,
Oh,
that went on the adventure with Niven.
Anyways, so Makoto explains who Yog-Sothoth actually is. He is known as the Lurker at the Threshold. He, along with Azathoth, is one of the greatest of the Ancient Ones. In appearance, he is said to be a congeries of iridescent spheres, brilliant foaming bubbles that constantly expand and collapse in upon themselves. He has other manifestations, however, including the Lurker at the Threshold, a mass of black tentacles that endlessly writhe and reach and grow, and a mysterious humanoid figure cloaked in shadow and ash. In fact, in this journal, Rick, you see that she has been having these dreams of this mass of black tentacles. And Rick, you remember this very distinctly because you have dealt with several people who have been having the same exact dreams, the same exact visions. In fact, Rick, you yourself have had these visions.
Nobody told
Yog-Sothoth
me.
embodies all of space and time. He exists in all places and in all moments simultaneously. Paradoxically, however, he is unable to manifest in the mortal universe unless summoned, a magical act that almost always results in untold destruction. He is known as the Key and the Gate, and mages and cults research him in an effort to master time and space, though they almost always fail, as this power belongs only to those special few who have mastered rainbow magic. Fortunately, his worship is not widespread, but some of those who have delved deep into his research, deep into his secrets, describe him as an ambivalent figure rather than a malevolent one, who guards cosmic secrets and makes them accessible to those who dare to ask for them.
That's why I
Yog-Sothoth
got confused with Niven.
reveals the true nature of the universe. But this is a thing that once seen cannot be unseen, and wise mortals turn aside from Yog-Sothoth's offer of cosmic knowledge in favor of a more mundane existence. One of his edicts is gather knowledge of gates through space and time. That is why you confused him with Niven. Fitting, isn't it?
Yes.
So, that's apparently the Ancient One that this doctor is trying to bring here. Creepy. Well, I assume you pack away this journal to use as evidence later in the court trial against this doctor.
yes.
This will ensure that she sees a prison cell for the rest of her days. It also details her experiments on Glenda Powell that ended in Glenda Powell's death. So, you've got our murder too.
Does it say what she did?
It does.
In excruciating detail.
Yes, and I am not going to repeat it because it's not safe for YouTube, Spotify, or any other platform. If I were to describe it, it would only be on Patreon.
Can't we just leave it at untold horrors?
For now, yes, because I don't have my Patreon set up yet. But I will closer to the end of the year. Closer to the fall. Anyways, you have a map.
Might as well use it.
For now, let's take a short break.
Oh no, I can't use my map.
We will be right back